Also, Beer Guy, welcome. Hello, hello. I'm also gonna do a Vinke for you guys, real quick. This is a Vinke. Hello, guys. Welcome. Greetings from Norway. Have a good one. Thank you so much for the raid. But let's go into the match. 10 seconds are remaining. And we're gonna start now with the first match. So let's go ahead. What's going on? Also, the name tags are there, which is great. And let's just go into the normal camera. Of course, really important here to get a good book set around that. But also the start is super important. This is the most wicked map that we have in the map pack, I would say. But let's see what the players are doing here. Go with Panda's POV here. Good start for the player. Actually, Cocow and orKs, they have been struggling a lot on this map. And also, orKs didn't get the best start around that. Panda with a very outside line, also gathering up a lot of speed. But Cocow is still leading from the get-go. 500s, but not the best inside line for Cocow here. Let's see others overtaken, but good buck set. Now important to get that no set around the corner here. Cocow with a good approach, goes into the lead. Panda was sliding out a little bit, so he is a little bit further behind. Complex jumping further up, but it's a good fight between all of those players. Cocow still leading the round, though, so it will be all going down to the identity here between the players, and right now looks to be a draw because Complex has made some room towards orKs, who's on 4th position right now, 0.7 behind. The identity can be hard to nail, but it looks like it will be a draw. orKs clipping, so you lose a little bit more hope. Maybe a mistake here from Cocow to seal the deal, the victory, or maybe the ace for orkGP, but nope, it's a draw. 58.5 as the winning time. Wait, orKs overtook Complex because Complex even made a larger mistake. It's a victory for IziDream. So already a good start into the match here for them, going in there with a slight advantage. They were not really performing that well on this map in the past, but taking that one could be a bit of a motivational boost and also show that the others make mistakes. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have in this round. Panda lagging a little bit. He has struggling with some internet issues in the past, but also maybe he's not having the most stable internet. But good round here. Not the best line here from orKs, falling a bit behind. Cocow still leading. Good turnaround here from Panda. Gathers so much speed with that snap, and he goes up into 2nd position. orKs on 3rd. Complex has made a mistake. He's out. So another good shot here for IziDream to take home the victory, or maybe even the ace. But no, it is Cocow just in that breathe when I praised the performance from IziDream, making that mistake. orKs coming back with a lot of speed. It's super close. Only a couple of thousands between them. orKs in the lead. Panda might have a better line for the ending. Goes a bit more inside. But who's gonna take it? It will be Panda, not with a good ending. No! It's orKs crashing, and it will be a draw due to that. So IziDream cannot extend their lead. It will be a 3-2 after round number 2. Draw. So still a good start for IziDream, of course, but they could have extended their lead, but that wasn't the point here in this round. And now we see Cocow making a mistake, falling half a second behind. Panda with a good line here comes a bit closer to Complex and orKs, but got a little bit of airtime there and lost a little bit of speed due to that. Let's go with Cocow's POV in this round. Oh, Panda with a not the best line actually at the first glance, was still able to survive it. It will be all coming down to the identity again. But Complex with a mistake. Cocow as well being stuck there. Parking simulator here in TMCL, ladies and gentlemen. And Cocow will be out on that round. So another fatality has happened here. This time it's an IziDream side again. They have been playing really good on this map. But orKs can just gatekeep away the victory and the ace. But he had to release. Didn't have the best amount of speed here, but went a bit wider. So was kind of bouncing back from that. And orKs will take the first place. Panda and Complex are behind. Panda struggling to find the backwards finish. So he finishes forwards. And it will be another draw. So actually a close match. I was expecting that. But Cocow with a mistake. Not extending their lead. Draw. So Cocow got stuck there. Yeah? That can happen. Alright, next round. 4-3 after 3 rounds. So one could say that this is a close match. But this match could slip out of orkGP Numelops' hands. But just, you know, in that same sentence, it was Cocow making a mistake. Allowing Complex to overtake. And it's again a orkr in the lead. And he has a very good lead actually. He's 0.3 ahead of Panda, who's not too far behind. I mean, one bad or one release in this identity could could result into a round for Team orKs and tie up the score if a Complex also gets third position and doesn't make an additional mistake. But let's go with Panda's POV here. Good entry to the identity. Overtakes worker here, who had it really bad. And look at that. No speed over the backwards part. And this could be very, very costly for Team IziDream. No speed through the identity. It's stacking up so much. And that is the first ace, ladies and gentlemen. But in favor for orkGP Numelops. 58.4. Also not the fastest time that we've seen for now. But still enough to win rounds, because on this map it's important to survive. So, 4-6. Still an open match though. IziDream has to do something though, else it will be orKs setting themselves up for a map victory in the next round. However, let's start from all the players. Panda 0.3 behind. Let's go with his POV. Good one to follow. Gets a good bug sight here. Another good one there. And gets a lot of speed here. Overtakes his opponent. Cocow, who's now on last position. Oh, Panda clipping though. That was too inside. Has clipped too much. He's able to survive. But that, of course, could have been a very, very important fight to win for Panda. And he has made that mistake. Now Complex is on his own. Worker versus Cocow in that way. But Complex had a good entry to the identity. Worker has a tiny bit more speed and goes for a very risky line. Cocow as well. Worker with a bit more speed by the looks of it. But Complex is still staying in front. It's very hard to time those inputs. And Complex also went a bit too wide there. Worker with a mistake. Wasn't able to overtake Complex. And Complex takes it. And now they have the angle to win. A draw was enough. And now they have 7 points. With an ace, it will be all over. Of course, pressure on IziDream's side due to that. It's a track point. We're going to go into that in round number 6. Oh my god. Daily quest spamming. Alright. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that, guys. Why not? Why not? Why not? Alright. Let's see. IziDream has to get a victory or an ace. Preferably an ace, of course. Sometimes it can be hard to, you know, if you then ahead and the other team just gets some momentum rolling in the round, it could be lethal for you. And look at that, Panda and Complex in first and second. The beautiful turn here from Complex going into second position. Panda with a great line as well. And it's still the identity left to be cleared. Cocow with a good line. It was Worker clipping out. Has no speed going to the identity, so Cocow has to do something. But it's Complex with a mistake. And it could be going to another round. I'm not sure how much speed Complex lost, but Worker is still behind him, can maybe come back, but positions look to be set in stone, and that's the case. No Worker overtook here, just in that moment, just when I say that. And it's a draw, very important that orkGP Numelops didn't win the round out of IziDream's perspective. So 200s they have decided for one more or less point for orks. And that was really, really important for them to get. Okay. Panda here lagging a little bit as the apartment is falling apart here by the looks of it. Maybe you've heard that, I'm not so sure, but it was a bit loud there. But anyways, let's just go on the round and focus on that. And Complex is leading, but look at that, Panda on third position, so that means that this will be the map win for orks, and they could go into the lead with that. But still, IziDream pulling up a great fight, and they are definitely showing a better pace. But Cocow is doing Cocow things, has a good line here, overtakes Panda, so we could go to another round, to round number 8. And let's see if everyone survives it. It's looking good. Panda going a bit more inside, and Panda overtakes in the ending. 15 thousandths of a second, and that is map number 1 for orks. What a great, great line from Panda, sniping away that third position. And with that, 7 rounds on map 1. Not the longest, not the shortest that we've seen, but definitely a closer match that we have in our hands for now. Okay, next map, Freestyle. It is the pick by IziDream. So, of course, has also been in the pool from players for a long time, unlike a map like Gyroscope or Flip of Faith. I think I've casted once or twice Flip of Faith, if even. But I still want to see Gyroscope today. I hope that we're going to see it next match. But anyways, let's start with that one for now, as It's looking really nice for orkGP Numelops, of course, but this is the pick from IziDream, and we only have done one map so far. Okay, everyone survives the start, work a little bit behind, and he is a very good POV to follow in this round. Panda and Complex in the lead. Panda with a good line, gets a good alignment of that part. Now important to get that no steer cross. Don't make a mistake. Complex a bit too far to the left, but was able to survive. And now the very wicked jump here. Different approaches have we seen, but it's important to get that fourth gear on that part. But I've seen a mistake, and I think it was Cocow hitting the ring on the inside. Wait, how did he survive that? That was a pretty interesting line there. I have no idea what happened, but maybe it was just the camera that distorted my point of view there on my picture in that way. But it's still close, 0.4 of a second. Let's go into the follow all camera and see what players are doing. Worker going a bit wider, Panda in the lead, Cocow and Complex on third, and Worker had to respawn, so he's out on that round. And also Cocow not with the best amount of speed, so maybe Complex can get a better ending here. It's looking good, but not enough to overtake Cocow, and it will be a victory for orkGP Numelops. So good start for them. We'll be going to the next round. IziDream still bringing up a fight. Have been aced only once so far, so it's definitely a close match, and I don't think that we're gonna go out of that one with a 4-0 clean sweep. It could happen, but this would not display the match. For now, maybe they're gonna fall apart on one of the other maps that we're gonna see after that. But let's go into this round. Complex with a good line. Panda also survives that, and it's first and second for them. But however, it is Cocow who wants to have a saying for that. And Cocow with that in first, but only by a hair. Had to respawn, didn't even get the checkpoint and hit it this time, not triggering it from there. So he's completely out of that one, 7 seconds behind. And it is Panda and Complex leading, and this could be another ace for them. Could bring them in the lead by 5 points already, or like 4 points over discrepancy, and they only have to survive the identity. I'm not doing it great, clipping a little bit there by the looks of it, so Complex comes closer as well, but it will be a hard task for Worker to overtake them, and he also makes that mistake. So that is first and second for orks. That is a very good start into freestyle for them. So good to see that from their perspective. However, we still have a lot of rounds that are ongoing, so one round could change everything in that matter of fact. Complex and Panda again with a very good start to the round. Cocow is behind, has made some mistakes on this round, or in the previous round, and maybe doesn't feel that comfortable, goes a bit more safer here. But makes it across the no steer section, which is really hard to predict because you entered with a drift and then your steer just locks in and you cannot do anything to that. But Complex and Panda with a good jump here as well, good approach. Worker goes for the ice, and let's go with his POV maybe here and see what he does. Goes very wide, hits a very late apex and exited with a no slide as Complex goes for a full steer there. Doesn't have to release here, whereas Worker jumps so far, and now Complex has more speed, of course, due to that. But different lines have been chosen there. Very good to see that. It's like pretty like complex style of a map, I would just say. But it is Complex in the lead. Worker has done another mistake. Complex also has clipped, but it's another ace here. Nope, it's not, because Worker stays ahead. Panda also with a mistake, and it's 4 seconds between first and second. So that what is I would call a clown fiesta. So unfortunate stuff, but the round goes in favor for orks, extending the lead to 5 points now, and with an ace, they will win freestyle. Sometimes it's really hard to just spot if someone makes a mistake. That's why I like the free camera for that map actually a lot. But just go into the round and see if someone makes a mistake before the identity. It's Complex again with a very good start. Lead right now. Cocow also now finds himself on second position. Panda with a great line, going so close there, so inside towards the block there, towards the turbine of the block of the of the no steer. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. But he was still able to survive. With that, they find themselves in first and second. Panda and Complex could close out Freestyle in just 4 rounds. That would be a good way to end this map, because it was IziDream's map pick. And right now they're also 0.3 behind. They have to rely on a mistake or get a very good identity. Complex gets a lot of speed over to that identity now. But it is not enough for IziDream to catch up also due to that. And that's it. By the looks of it, Complex clipping and will not stay on second. I should have not called it that early. But it's still a victory for orKs. And now IziDream has to win 2 consecutive rounds in a row without losing a single point. So we still have another round. But no, they cannot make another mistake in the next 2 rounds, literally. They have to perform. It would be a great comeback story. We had that in the BS Plus versus exalty match, which was really close. But just hitting the turbine is enough for you to just leave your teammate on first position. And there's nothing he can do to that. And he also knows that. He's aware. He can see it in the checkpoints. But look at that. Good line from worker. Jumped into an ice slide. Has a good amount of speed. And a good line over on that part here as well. Good nose at exit. And there, first and second. They could come a bit closer. But of course, there's a lot of copium intended in this one, if you want to take it home. But it's only Panda left. Complex is 10 seconds behind. And let's go into the identity. Panda has only to snipe 1 person. And this match would be over. Cocow with a mistake. So did it worker. And Panda goes into the lead. And that's it. We're done with freestyle. 2-0 for orKs. And that was a great identity from Panda. Cocow and worker too shaky on this map. Making too many individual mistakes. And now being down. And still didn't secure a map win for now. Also, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Beardy Guts. Much appreciated. Welcome. Thanks for the support. Let's go into the next map, which is Slowdown. Usually was always map number 1 and 2, but this map was not picked as one of them today. I've not seen it being banned, I think, but it was always a comfortable pick. Probably one of the most competitive maps that we have in this map pool. People really like it. Let's just see what it has to offer us in this match. IziDream has to kind of win it to not fall behind 3 maps. Start line from all the players. It is worker a little bit further behind, but only by a 1/10 of a second. That's nothing on this map. You can't come back from that in the identity. We have seen some crazy fights, some crazy snipes on this identity. This is one of my favorite maps to just watch and just see the players driving around, tailoring themselves through the turns. It is Cocoa and worker leading the round quite comfortably here. Panda 0.2 behind. Only Complex is there to make some damage, but actually he comes closer, both of the players. So now the identity will decide it. Cocoa with a great line. He could win it here in this first round. Complex got it as well. We see worker going for a different line. Goes into the lead, but doesn't have a very, very inside approach. Worker gets airtime, and he will get overtaken by 1, not by 2. It's a tie, and worker wins the tie. It is IziDream taking home the victory. And again, you know, the randomizer has decided, or the checkpoint beforehand in this way, and it was worker who was ahead. So it's the round for Team IziDream. Really good round on this first round here on Slowdown. Now let's see if orKs can bounce back, maybe tie up the score or go into the lead with an ace. This could surely happen as Cocow gets a really good start. Also tap break, you've seen it there, to get a better angle into the dirt, but then makes a mistake on the bobsleigh block, losing a lot of momentum and had a probably to respawn and is completely out of the space. Wait, how did... Wait, it was Complex, never mind. How did Wait, it was not Cocow clipping. Am I tripping now? What's going on? Like, I think I have a knick in my optic, as we say in German. And that was a bit interesting. However, Cocow leads the round, but Panda with more speed, and Panda will take the lead, securing the draw for orKs because Complex has made that mistake. And there you go. It is a draw. IziDream, of course, capitalizing from that because they were already leading beforehand. Three to 2. In favor for them. And of course, IziDream wins that map. They have a huge shot of just taking home that match within a clean sweep of 4-0 would be good for them. And also move a significant way closer towards the playoffs. That way, orKs Numelops have been struggling, have lost 2 matches in a row. Now they're just here and we can take something home, but IziDream is leading 3 to 2 in that regard. So they still have to make something happen, but look at that. Complex and Panda leading the round, and it's worKs chasing down. Cocow has made that mistake. And a close one. worKs clipping though, and that was very costly. Also, Complex getting airtime, so this might not be over just yet, but they could at least tie up the score as Panda gets first, Complex gets third, and Cocow is even further behind. 5 seconds. He will finish, of course, in last.
Victory.
So 4 to 4 it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are on slowdown. Gonna go into round number 4. Coincidentally, both teams have shown that they can win a round here. Well, no team has been aced for now. Panda with an incredible start. It's 0.15 ahead. Maybe even more in that checkpoint. Almost 0.2 of a second. His teammate is also there to make some damage. Maybe even snipe Cocow in that identity, which can surely happen. You can risk it a lot, and we have seen a lot of different lines on that identity as well. Cocow ever didn't really get the best out. However, he gets a lot of speed out of that, so he comes closer to Panda even, who was 0.19 ahead, now only 0.08 of a second. Let's go into the identity here for the 4th time. Complex gets it well. We see the worKs inside line again, and he will have a hard time tearing himself through those turns. Complex with a lot of speed. Will he overtake? He will overtake one, but not Cocow, and it will be a 56.7 from Panda. Also a good time, being 0.3 ahead of Cocow, and I mean, he lost a little bit of time on 1 or 2 of those slides that could have been done a bit better. So the 0.5 was definitely in reach for him. 6 to 5, the pendulum swings in orKs Numelops' favor on this map as well. And Complex now with a mistake. Went to inside, hits the wall, and loses a lot of speed due to that. And is 0.6 behind. worKs and Cocow, however, still able to do something. Actually, they're first and second. Panda, I thought that he will risk it for the biscuit, but it's Cocow making that mistake. Panda, all of a sudden, in first position, and this could be a winning round for orKs again, due to one mistake from Cocow, who's 6 seconds behind. So he will not play a role in that one, and also Complex can just cruise into the ending, but he has to rely on his teammate Panda to make something happen. worKs not with a good entry into the identity, and will lose a lot of time and speed. And look at that! He even loses 2nd place, and Complex overtakes him. worKs maybe saving too much, and it's orKs up to 9 points. That would have been their round, but it wasn't eventually. It's 9 to 5 for orKs, and it's an ace. That's how an ace can really change a map. So, it is IziDream who have to just win, get an ace in this round, but Cocow has made that mistake. It's 0.5 behind, so I think he cannot make something happen there, as well, he also loses more speed over the bobsleigh. This Panda Complex, they can kind of save it, not save it like worKs did in the previous round, because that's why he lost that 2nd position, but he can certainly, they can rely on a mistake, or more like they can afford a mistake that round, and you can see how safe they go. Panda with a good line over in that part. Worker still in the lead, but it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter because one of them is ahead of Cocow, even both of those players, and that's it. It's 3-0 for orKs, and we're gonna go to map number 4. Wow. Also, Softy, thank you for the sub gift. Much appreciated. So, good. I mean, it was IziDream playing a really good match, but it is just Complex and Panda who are on another level. Yeah. I mean, I've just, I think, was it actually the fastest time on back and forth here by Complex that we've seen in TMCL for now? He did really well. I think he did a sub 58 on that map. So that is indeed a really good time from Complex. They're showing some incredible pace for their debut season. Of course, Panda has played TMCL already. But Complex is a newcomer into the scene, into the Trackmania Grand League or TMCL in this way, and he's delivering, as you can see here. Great job. But let's go to Slippy Slides. It's the pick by the blue team, so by IziDream. They have been showing a solid performance, if I was recalling it correctly, or they got 12-0 on that. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't have my sheets with me. Super sorry, guys. I'm on vacation, so it's like a special stream without my sheet being here. So super sorry for that. But I'm just happy that I able to cast those matches here today. As we see Complex in the lead, Panda sliding out, will have a hard time to come back from that. So that's also why worker overtakes him in this this turn. Really important to not oversee on that part because you still have watery tires going over that part. Also Complex now making that mistake there allows Cocow to overtake. So this could be a glimpse of hope for IziDream. Maybe winning the first round, or maybe even getting the ace. Let's see. Cocow with a very wide approach is in the lead. Worker with a great bug set. Cocow jumping to the right so much, but gets a really good exit. Oh, but misaligns it a little bit. Complex with the overtake, and Complex will save the day. Is getting first place, 112.6. Also not a bad time. And if we take a look onto the world records on Slippy Slides, it is a 110. Actually, I was in the wrong second. So I thought it was a 111, but it wasn't. So it was a solid round. It looked more closer than it was, but it was a 112 and not a 111. Yeah, spam your XCD chatting in the chat, guys. It is fine. But I was in the wrong second. Oops, super sorry. So a draw in this round. The previous one. Still 1-1 scoreline. Next round coming up, though. 4 seconds of a gap between Complex and the leader of the round, which is Worker. Panda on second and Cocow on third position. A little bit further behind, but it's a good fight here for first between Panda and Worker. Worker with a good line over in that part. Panda with a great race there as well. Gets a really good line. Lags in front, though, but is not slowing down. Worker almost clipping the hole. Cocow jumping to 90. Gets a good exit, but where did Panda go? I think this was certainly not his internet. It was him making a mistake. So Worker and Cocow are in the lead. And I think they will take it home here if they survive the identity. Easier said than done. You can not get the best amount of speed out of that, but that would be huge for them to get that ace. Cocow overtaking Worker. In the meantime, Worker had to respawn. Complex with a mistake there as well. Panda will overtake Worker, so it's not the ace, but still 2 points for them. At least something. What are you doing, guys? Talk. I am mad. What is happening? 1:16 winning time. Dude, what is that? Oh my, dude. Why? Didn't... Oh, whatever. And yo, Tom. Thank you for the reset, man. Hello, hello. I hope you had a good time as well. I've seen this stuff on Twitter. In our group in Discord. But having a good time. Is that world record? Yeah, 1:16 is the world record on this map. And it's done by Default. Yeah, a famous Portuguese player. Maybe you know him. Yeah. Default. Type 1 in chat. He's a prestigious, esteemed, good player. Yeah, anyways, those rounds can happen. Slippy Slides is a very hard identity because you cannot really adjust your line in that way. If you're locked in your steering, you cannot counter steer. It's not working out. But now IziDream has the chance again to make something happen, and they are first and second again. Panda has made a mistake, is 1 second behind. Complex with a beautiful bug slide into ice slide, finds himself on that second place. But it is still Cocow who's chasing him down, but didn't get the best speed out of that part. Goes a bit wider here. There you go. Cocow does it well. Complex, not with a good line. Worker jumping so far to the right, was able to survive it. Cocow gets a good exit, but Worker is hitting a wall to the left. Was able to survive, but only another draw. And this map looks really good for IziDream up until the identity. Like, I think you could just say that. It is sad to see that IziDream is not really getting their aces over the identity. So another draw, third in a row. Gonna go into round number 4 on Slippy Slides. Is this the last map from this match, or will IziDream find their way into the match at some point? They have to. They have played a great race so far, and I think a 4-0 would not really resemble the match in its entirety. So let's see what they do. But look at that, orKs. You know, they just deliver in those moments where it mattered. IziDream had the shot of winning at least one map in this match so far. It could have been a 2-2 after that match, after this map, including those aces that we've had. But let's see what orKs does in this round. If they get that ace, that just describes the whole match at its at all of it. But right now, Worker coming back closer here. Panda in the lead. Worker with a good line. I think Complex slid out and hit the checkpoint. So that is a good shot now for IziDream to take it home. Panda with a very inside line. Worker with more speed gets a good exit. Panda jumping to inside. Worker cannot overtake, and it will be another draw. Nope. Complex is ahead of Cocow, who has failed the identity. It's not over just yet. Can orKs now win it here? And yes, they will indeed do so. 8 seconds behind. Cocow maybe a bit too hesitant on the respawn. And rounds can be decided by that. So another draw. Slippy Slides is not happening. It is orkGP Numelops leading now. And of course, with that, they come a significant step closer of winning the match. And also the map, of course. And we've seen Worker now making a mistake at the start, finding himself so far behind, 2 seconds. And it's only his teammate Cocow there to make some damage, deny them the victory. Panda, however, in the lead. Cocow on second. Complex adjusts his line very nicely there. But is still a 0.5 behind. It is Cocow who has to get that first place to not let his team fall even more behind. It is super important. Good line from Cocow over this part, coming closer to Panda, who didn't get the most optimal line, but still leads by 0.1 of a second. I liked Cocow setup a bit more there, but now the identity comes into play. It could still be an ace for every team after the performance of the identity that we've seen, or according to that identity that we've seen so far. So let's go ahead and take a look at Cocow with a beautiful exit, gathers up so much speed. Panda, however, goes a bit more inside. It is so close. Who's going to get it? Panda in the lead, and Panda will stay ahead. Cocow 0.1 behind, and it will be the victory for orKs. And with an ace in the next one, they can close out the match. Yeah, guys, this keyboard here doesn't have an F3 button, so I cannot turn it off. But the chat told me I can also just press F and 3 simultaneously and it will work. So, but they trolled me. Whatever. I think a speedometer like that is fine because it doesn't really give away anything in that regard. Is what it is. Shouldn't virtual know the but I think this one really doesn't matter too much. Like this is the official setup for the TMCL cast, right? And I think this should not really harm anyone in that way. Yeah. FN? Oh wait, FN3. Oh! Yeah. True. Yeah. Good. Look at that. Zack. Look at that. We found it out. Okay, there you go. So no more overlay for you guys. Not in the overlay community. Complex had to double respawn. Cocow is in the lead. Panda is on second. And the positions are set in stone. Panda legs into the first position. I don't believe it. Panda is getting that first place. But look at that. Complex and worker completely falling apart. And 111 times are certainly quite good. But the question is now, who's going to finish? Will it be worker? He will finish on that third place, whereas Complex is not finishing. So it is a draw to save the day if the positions were like that beforehand. So it was really important for Worker to finish, because it would have been the victory for orKs. Not him finishing. I'm just not in the keyboard community. Also, like, logging into my Twitch account from here was like, dude, where are all those, like, what do I have to do? It was so dank, but I was able to make it happen. Anyway, we have the match point for orKs in this round. The worker is on first place, and he is certainly in need of that. Really, IziDream played a nice match. It's going to round 7 again. They've only really lost one map. Really hard, and it is looking like Complex will stay in first. Worker on second though, and Panda on third, so this would definitely be enough. It's not the best time from Panda here, going so wide, and loses 0.3 in exchange to that. However, Worker in the lead. He has different plans in this round, and Worker with a great line over that part goes into the lead and finds himself a little bit ahead of Complex though, only 0.1, but Worker will survive. So will IziDream. Just another day. Maybe 1 or 2 more. Cocow on last. But it's 7-9. And that means that if it's the last round, it could be the last round of this match. But it's certainly the last round of this map.
Draw.
So another draw, yeah. Round 8. Like, we go down to the wire. Match point. Also map point. Dream. Match point, of course, for orKs. Let's get it. It's gonna take it. It's do or die. 7-9 situation. Every outcome would lead into a victory for one team. There's only one outcome for IziDream to win this map. It is a victory. And in this case, even an ace. So first and second. Right now, Complex has a really good start. Let's see. Can they make it happen? Can they come back from a 3-0 downswing? Right now, it doesn't look to be the case. Complex and Panda, however, both sliding out. You have to be joking me. Cocow and Worker in first and second, but there's still the identity to clear. Will they survive it? I think Cocow has not made a mistake, but Worker, where are you going? Worker with a mistake, and that is it. By the looks of it, he's more than 4 seconds behind, and he throws away the match. It has worked out so well for him up until this point, but that's it. It is it, guys. Worker has thrown it away, and it is orGP Numelops taking it. What a crazy round was that. I don't believe it, and this resembles the matches really well. Worker playing some incredible trial map there on this map and wanted to skip the reset. But it didn't work out for him, and that is map number 1. Map number 1 not being won by IziDream, and it is 4-0 for orKs. There you go. Wow.